Hey man, what's happening? It's your boy Skrilla, man. Shout out to I Said It, the celebrity interview. You dig what I'm talking about, man. Sponsored by
music exec, music manager, entrepreneur. Yo, shout out to the celebrity interviewer. I Said It, the show.
Hey, what's good, everybody? I am Chicago's own national award-winning spoken word artist, Just Mike the Poet. I'm here to give a shout out to celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet.
What's happening? It's your boy Cam Jones, man. Shout out to the celebrity interviewer I Said It show.
Yo, it's the originator Jazzo, y'all. Make this real quick, man. Shout out to Isaidit Management. Doing it big.
I talk to you, man. Like, over the years, I see you everywhere, at every major event, covering every major thing, always supporting every artist that you encounter. So, you know, definitely don't want this time to pass without saying thank you for always being a support to any and everybody that's coming in and out of Chicago. We definitely appreciate you.
Tune in. I'll be with the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet, for the I Said It show.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Dean Most Photography giving a big shout out to my main man, celebrity interviewer I Said It, the Poet.
What up, it's your boy Dave Tolliver from the legendary Minute Large, and right now you're checking out the celebrity interviewer I Said It, the show, baby. Yeah, it's all being brought to you by
Your tired and weak, and we will make them strong. Bring us your foreign songs, and we will sing along. Leave us your broken dreams, we'll give them time to make. Yes, need a lot of love, living in a promised land. Living in a promised land. Our dreams are made of steel. The prayers of every man is to know how freedom feels. Yeah.
Peace and blessings. Hey, I want to welcome everyone back to another great episode. You know my name is Celebrity Interviewer. I Said It, and this is the show. And you know, this is why I bring you the greatest interviews from people that's in the entertainment industry making history, along with people that's in media, along with people that has been building around the community, around the world. And this awesome gentleman, a good friend of mine, all the way from Paris, residing originally out of Africa, Sierra Leone, the beautiful city of the motherland. You know what I mean? I want to introduce the one and only, the legendary man. This is a great opportunity. I'm talking about this man is a musician. He's a singer. He's a songwriter, celebrity host, African Global Music Award recipient, two-time FaNEA Award at the best. I probably pronounced that wrong. I don't know. And the best entertainment personality featuring the one and only, my good friend, Most B. Salute to you, brother. Man, welcome to the show. I'm so happy to have you here today, man. Peace to you.
Respect. Celebrity interview, I Said It. You know, I'm really happy to be with you here today. I'm humble. You know, you're one of the finest, and I'm really happy to to have you
Hey,
interview me today. It's a great opportunity.
hey, this is a great opportunity for me, man. You know what I mean? You've been making history for a long time. You know what I mean? Always start with the first question and just ask, how's your day so far?
Well, I thank God. I thank God. My day has been very good. It's like 10 p.m. here now. It's night time, but my day was very, very good. Thank you.
Okay, that's good news. Good news, man. Hey, well, despite again, I know the answer to this question, but for the audience, for those that don't know, I always like to ask, where are you originally from?
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is west of Africa, which is very close to Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria, West Africa. It's a beautiful country, small
Yeah.
country, but beautiful, rich in mineral resources like diamond. So I'm from that west of Africa.
Right. Okay. So for it being such a small country, um, how do you explain so many great artists and entertainers and just great legends residing from Sierra Leone? How does that even happen?
Well, music is part of in Africa alone. Musically, I can say everybody is grew up with music. You know,
Right.
yeah. But like for me, I grew up, you know, beating the djembe, percussion, hearing music here and there, my mother singing, people singing. So most of our daily activities is involved with music, with singing. So I believe, but not everyone that grew up to choose that path. So only a few of us. So I believe most people have been inspired with their childhood. So yeah, there are many artists, great celebrities that are living now in the country. I just believe that because music is part of us.
Yes, absolutely, man. I definitely agree. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
have definitely embraced the art, embraced the culture, the craft, you know what I mean? And you really mastered your craft, you know what I mean? Now, what began first for you? Was it the singing or was it the instruments?
It was a singing. It was a singing. So I really have a beautiful heritage. My mother, she's a traditional singer. She has a beautiful voice, and I grew up listening to her and also learning her own songs. So it was the singing for me. And then later I realized I have to back it up with an instrument.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely, man. That's really dope. Now was it the guitar, the first instrument that you were drawn to?
Well, the first instrument was djembe, you know,
Okay.
the djembe, the congas, percussion. That was the first
Okay.
natural instrument that I grew up to know because I was not born in the capital city, Freetown. I was born in a small village called Medina. There I grew up. So for me, the guitar, I heard the guitar one day. There was a man who visited our village, and he was playing the guitar. And it was my very first time. I was very young, you know, uh, all the kids in the town ran to this man just to listen him, just to watch, enjoy him playing. So I was there. It was a free concert,
Right.
and since that day I was hooked up. So that's how I came to know about the guitar. And luckily, I asked this man, can you teach me? Can I learn something from you?
Hmm.
So for me, the guitar was the third, the second instrument, the third instrument because vocals was the first, the percussion second, and then the guitar.
Okay, what made you so bold? What made you so ambitious to say that, hey, can you teach me? Like that's not really normal, you know what I mean? like outside the norm for someone to ask a stranger, can you teach me? Did your mom know you was
Right,
talking to strangers?
right. Yeah, I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid, and trust me, this is the truth. I'm saying I wrote about it, spoke about it many times. That all the kids went home. After the guy finished playing, everybody
Right.
disappeared. I was the only one who was there, and I asked him. I said, "Please, can you teach me?" Because music was part of me, and when I heard it, I said, "I think this can be an instrument that can add to my musicality." And this man told me these words. I will never forget those words. He said, "Many are called, but few are chosen."
Say that one more time.
Many are called, but few are chosen.
I like that. I like that, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what he told me, and I never forgot those words.
Yeah, well, you obviously really took it to heart because your career has been just extraordinary, man. I mean, the more that I had the opportunity to just look you up and just look at the past, look at the pictures, just really take it in and embrace everything you've been accomplishing for so many years. Despite again, you're a friend of mine. We've had an opportunity to network, but you know what I mean. There's a difference when you really research a person. It's just really been a pleasure, man. You know what I mean, and I'm really grateful to have you on the show. Like I say, now, as you was growing up, what made you as ambitious enough to say, okay, I have the skills to, play the instrument, I like to sing, but to put an album together, that's a whole nother level. That's something different. That takes a whole nother box of ambition. You know
Right?
what I mean? Like, so what inspired you to say, okay, I'm gonna actually put this on wax and record what I do and give it to the world and share with the
Yes.
world?
Yeah. That's a good question because after and during those days, if I can, um, then I asked my father. I said I was very anxious for my father to. I was begging him anyway for me to attend school in the capital, which is Freetown, because there I know I could develop much better, you know. But my father never wanted to leave us. He never wanted to leave me. He never wanted me to go to the city. But okay, the thing that made him agree was there was war in those days. There was war. There was war going
Yeah,
on, and there was no schooling. There came a time there was no schooling in our village, in our town. So my father had to agree to send me to the city, Freetown. So there was more peaceful, and I could read my books, in peace. So there I developed my career more. I started to go to the studio to record my songs that I write. So I never recorded a whole a pop album in Sierra Leone, but I recorded with two gospel album with my church and other church, my own church
okay.
and another church that I was helping musically. So and then yeah, I got the opportunity to study in the Netherlands. But first, before I studied in the Netherlands, I wrote a song which took everybody's attention. Back then, there was no internet. It was in the year 2000, There was no internet,
Okay.
but it was loved by many people and some Western people who visited Sierra Leone also heard the song. I sang the song for the president. The president, by the time, it was a big achievement for me. So, and I recorded that song in Sierra Leone. But that song gave me the opportunity to travel to the Netherlands. When I came to the Netherlands, I had opportunity to record a whole album, which I titled A Journey of 1,000 Miles.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, what inspired that title, "Journey of 1,000 Miles"? And first, before you answer that question, please, how do you get to the president? Like, not everybody can get to the president. Like,
No, no,
that's a blessing right there. Like, how do you
it
even reach
was.
the president to be able to perform in front of the president of your country? That's awesome.
Yeah. It was really a blessing. How did I get there? Well, the song that I wrote titled Sweet Salon, it was a peace song I composed together during when the bombs were falling, you know.
Mm.
The time war was really, really bitter in the city. It's because the city was attacked. But I could remember I had a guitar. It was not my guitar, it was the guitar of my church. So I kept it with me. So people are hiding, and at that time I was playing my guitar and I was writing this song. My friends, my brothers say, "Hey, keep quiet, because you have to be silent, because if you're captured, then you're in trouble, So, but I was able to write a song during those bitter moments. So I believe that's where. Then I got the opportunity to sing for the president. How did it come about? I was in a band that was formed to preach peace through music. So I happened to become a member of that band, and they asked us to write peace songs. So I already wrote one. I said, "Hey, I have one," So yeah, everybody brought their peace song, and at the end of the day, they chose mine. So we had to sing for the president in a conference. On that conference, I sang Sweet Salon. It brought tears to everyone.
Wow.
From that moment on, the president knew me, and then he had a meeting, and not a meeting, a kind of a party, kind of a love feast. He had a lot of visitors from the West, so he needed someone to entertain and tell a story, what's going on. There was, and he remembered me, and through the channels that they know about me. They asked that I become one of the musicians to perform for his guests. There I was singing again, Sweet Salon. So that's how it came about. It was just a blessing because the song was on the radio. It was also on the television as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome. Congratulations to you, man. That is what a start. What a beginning. You know what I mean? Now, Journey of 1,000 Miles, what was the inspiration behind that? I mean, it kind of speak for itself, but still, give me
Right.
an explanation, please.
I think if everyone is following up with the interview so far, I was born in a village, in a little village, but there was war. But I have passion for music. I had to travel to another village to learn how to play the guitar, because the guy who came to my own town wasn't living there. He lived like 18 miles away from mine. So I had to walk every weekend,
Wow.
to another village, which is normal in Africa, because if you don't have bicycle, if you don't have car, if you don't have money for transportation, you have to walk. But I had to walk. That is the part of my determination to become a musician. And so a journey of 1,000 miles, I end up in Freetown. I end up in the Netherlands studying pop music. So that's the inspiration for the journey of 1,000 miles.
And what was the distance that you was walking on a regular?
18 miles. 18 miles. That is
18
32
miles.
kilometers.
18 miles.
18 miles.
How often did you have to walk 18 miles?
Well, almost for a day, half a day. Could start in the morning. That's on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, how many times a week did you do that?
Well, I did a few times. Then my father gave me a bicycle.
Thank God for that bicycle, man. But is that like you say, if you're not blessed to have a car or a vehicle or a bicycle, then that's normal for people in your country to walk that amount of distance on a regular?
Oh, even more. If you have no means of transportation, you could even walk even more, and with loads around you, So.
I'm telling you, man. I gotta salute you for that, man. You
Thank
know what I
you.
mean? That's insane. That's determination. Over here in America, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. Ain't nobody walking no 18 miles. Ain't nobody walking 9, 10 miles. If they have to walk 3 miles, they probably not even going nowhere because they like, I'm not walking no 3 miles. That's 3 miles. Like, you know what I mean? Now me, I ran cross country in high school. So distance isn't overwhelming for me. You know what I mean? Because it's just you just focus on the end point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you don't really focus on your surroundings or whatever like that. And but you appreciate the surroundings, the journey. As you're traveling. You know what I mean? But that's extreme, man. 18 miles on the regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I can see why people from your country is they y'all built different, man. You know what I mean? And ain't no way around it. You know what I mean? And so when you come to America, you can really exceed because the work that you put in and the distance that you travel. You know what I mean? That's like child's play for the challenges that's in America compared to what you already overcame. You know what I mean? And you're a successor, in that sense. So that's really dope. And it's just,
Yeah.
it's just
Well,
hard to believe, for someone like myself who's from the United States, American, like that's really hard to believe that someone can do that, on a regular basis just
I know.
to
I know. I know. I know. But us back then, we have no. Well, maybe now the world is better. Maybe
right,
now, yeah, the time has developed much better than the time I was born. In the 90s, those days were it was tougher. It was most tougher. And now you have internet, you have access, you have many opportunities in any village. So, but in those days we don't have them. So, transportation was one of the things that was lacking. So, if you want to go somewhere, you have to walk by feet. you
right.
know? And it's something that I look to today. So that's the determination that whenever I want to give up, if I think about those 18 miles, it gives
Right.
me courage to keep going on.
I heard that, man. I heard that. You know what I mean? So I want to share a picture real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, what type of memory does this bring? And tell me what concert this was from.
This is what I'm talking about right now. It's the story I'm talking about, the Sweet Salon. Okay.
Okay.
I wrote this peace song for my country, for peace in my country. And then this song became, not only people in my country came to love the song, but even foreigners love the song. So there was a Dutch woman in my country. She heard the song, but not only the song, but the way I chose to make music. And she told me back then, she said, I'm listening to everyone here in the country. She said, boy, you are different, you know.
Hmm.
And the way you write songs, the way your approach to music, something of a different. And then she started to work, at the background and friends that she knows. I was invited to sing with this lady. Her name is Trantje Osterhuis. She's she's like the biggest by the time. She, and still she's famous. She was the biggest pop star in the Netherlands. You know,
Wow.
biggest pop star. You just if you can talk about Mariah Carey by then, you know,
Right.
Beyonce. I must be. Is touring with Beyonce. Nobody could believe it.
Hmm.
So when I got the opportunity, and I came, I remember. I remember that there was a man who told me, "You're a lucky bastard."
You were very, very jealous, huh? Very jealous.
Excuse me for the language, but he said, we have been working for years, to arrive at this level to sing with this lady, and you just came from there, boom, direct to the top. I said, well, but you don't know. While you were working, I was also working in my own village,
Right.
So anyway, that's the picture. That's the very first festival I did in Netherlands. We traveled on helicopter in the
Hmm.
whole of Netherlands performing. Yes.
That
Now there's
stadium.
no video. I'm still trying to because there were television who were capturing it, journalists who were following us, and I've asked the festival if there's a video. They said they're still looking, but they don't know. So, but thank God I have photos to show.
Right. Now, on what arena? How big was that arena? That looked like y'all was pretty large.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You
How
know,
many
these
people is that?
festivals in Europe, they are really big. You know, the list could be 10,000 audience. You know, the list could be 10,000, but some audience like in Amsterdam, it's more than 30, 40,000 audience. You know,
Right.
so we traveled on a helicopter, like we perform in Amsterdam, and then
Yeah.
when we finish Amsterdam, there's a police escort. Yeah, this was an awesome, awesome moment for me. And I could remember at one point, the police asking me, say, "Do you mind driving in the police car without handcuffs?" I said, "Yes."
Right.
Yeah, so it was, and then from Amsterdam, we could fly to another city like Rotterdam. Rotterdam, we fly to another city in one day.
Mm, that is awesome, man. That is
Yeah,
super awesome. What an experience. What
it
a
is.
what a
It is.
early beginning, man. And you just been again continue to just take off from there. Now, I saw some footage. You had a red shirt on with the same lady, the Dutch superstar who you're referring
Yeah.
to. Now, was that prior to that picture? Because it's different outfits.
No, it's different. I think I know what you're talking about. The one with the shirt was when, because after that festival, I went back to Africa, despite to Sierra Leone. Despite
Right.
there was war going on there, but I went back home. I went back home, but before I went home, I applied to study in a pop academy.
Mm,
So I did the audition and I was accepted. I went back to Sierra Leone for a year or two to wait for sponsors, for some sponsoring, etc., etc., so that I could travel back. So I got some sponsors. I came back to study. So on that shirt was my graduation.
okay, okay.
Yeah, when I was
Well,
graduating as the first Sierra Leonean to ever study pop music. With I don't know how in America, I don't know how you grade, but in Holland, there like 9 is the highest point, you know. So I got
right.
an 8.5, 8.5, which is one of the best,
Okay.
grades you can have. Grades you can have. So that was how Sing With Me. She was very proud that I I would have chosen to continue to make music. I said no, I don't want to be a dropout. I want to learn something, and I want to expand with the knowledge that I have in music, and that's the same thing that I did when that man was playing the guitar. I asked him, "Can I learn from you?" So when I came to the
Right.
Netherlands, I did the same. I want to learn, but this time I want to learn in a school because I'm always yearning to grow.
Hey, I love that, man. I love that. Now you keep mentioning the Netherlands and Western Europe and all this. So I have to shout out my friend who's actually the ambassador for Isaidit Management, and she resides in the Netherlands. You know what I mean? And she's from Amsterdam. So
Okay.
let me shout out the legendary LJ Wicks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she's actually the first Dutch MC, first Asian MC in hip hop, and first lady of ultramagnetic MCs. And she's been rapping since 1982. So shout out to my
Wow.
friend LJ Wick.
Awesome.
I don't know. You might have ran into her over there. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And if you ask her if she knows Treintje Oosterhuis, the name will be hard for you to call. Treintje Oosterhuis. But
Okay.
she always tell English people that don't come because for English people it's difficult. So she tells English. Even for me, the very first day I entered the Netherlands, it was difficult for me to pronounce her name. She told me just say train cha, train like the train and cha.
Right.
If she knows that I sing with train cha, she wouldn't believe it. She said
Yeah.
this guy that I interviewed sing because they really adore her. Like
Right. I'd ask her. I'd ask. I can't wait after this interview. I'd ask my friend LJ. But first, since we had 30 minutes, you know what I mean, I just want to take a short commercial break. And
okay.
you don't mind, I'm gonna, shout out some of my sponsors real quick. But during the commercial break, I want to share the video where you perform with, how do you pronounce the name? Train Ja?
Yeah, Trencher.
Train Ja. Okay, so here we go. This is you and Train Ja. And then I'm going to get into showing my sponsors.
Okay, let's go. We're gonna sing together.
From the start, on and on, the rain will say how fragile we are, how fragile we are. Say how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile we are.
Hey, that was awesome.
Thank you.
That was super dope, super dope,
Thank you.
super dope. You already know I had that up my sleeve, though. You already knew that, right?
Pardon?
I said you knew I had that one up my sleeve. You already knew I was gonna have to share that.
Ah,
You
yeah.
know, that's too classical footage for me not to share that on the show, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, you did a great job too, and that was the first time you had been on the stage like that, right?
Yeah, that was the first time. And this performance is different from the photo you first show the audience. It's a
Right,
different
the
one.
picture.
Yes, this one is in an arena that takes about 20 to 25,000 audience. And that was the first time I ever, and that arena is where all the big stars from the USA come to perform. Back then, Michael Jackson, etc., etc. All the big stars around the world. So,
Right.
yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, well, let me get into my sponsors real quick, and we're gonna be right back. So make sure if you all are watching, share this video to all your family and friends. We're here with the legendary, the iconic Most B.
G Lloyd.
Okay, wrong video. Here we go.
And these are my official sponsors. Shout out to business owner Dolores Green on Facebook, and please go visit her at hairbossbiz.com. You can contact her directly at hairbossbiz@gmail.com. Also, shout out to CEO of MIA Entertainment Group, film, TV, and producer, the legendary Mimi Acosta. Shout out to business owner and podcast host Sophia Latrice. She has a spa in Plainfield, Illinois, and visit her website at lenicealex.com. Shout out to CEO and radio personality Cantone. You can visit his website at streetscienceradio.com. Shout out to author and animation commercial creator Linda Gregory. You can visit her website at lilyb.com. Shout out to business owner, the elite reader and licensed phlebotomist Cherie Patterson. Call her directly at 469-340-6489. And shout out to author, with both her audiobook and hard copy novel Through the Eyes of Nitsi, Denise Donnerson. Order her book today on Amazon. The celebrity interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message.
And those are definitely my sponsors. Shout out to all my sponsors. I really appreciate you all. Now, real quick, you know what I mean? I got to shout out my media sponsors one by one. That's not going to take long, though. You know, now when it comes to my media sponsors, I want to shout out starting with my radio sponsor. That'll be Radio Impact 98.2, The Beat. My people's out of LA. You know what I mean? Then I got to shout out CB and the boys. They're out of Arizona and Atlanta. Then shout out to my friend right here in Chicago, She Bananas on the Afternoon Kickback. Then out of New York, I want to represent and shout out my man's Soul in the Streets, Soul of the Streets. You know what I mean? And then when it comes to TV partners, shout out to my friend D Boss, Real Life Matters. Then my friend Life and Entertainment, lifeandentertainment.com with Gina Hills. And that's actually where this interview will be going. It'll be on her channel, which is actually on XOD Network. So make sure you all download the XOD Network app today. That's very important. You can do that from any smart device. And this is the largest streaming service in the entire world, reaching over 2 billion homes worldwide. I did not stutter. 2 billion, not 2 million. 2 billion homes worldwide, man. God is good, man. God is great. You know what I mean? Amen. So, hey, so I'm just really grateful to, you know what I mean? Again, we here back live with the legendary, iconic Most B, man. Again, man, thank you so much for being on this show. I'm so happy to just continue to just dive deep into your history and just appreciate, you know, everything that you've been doing, man, because, you know, you're an incredible artist, incredible, you know, musician. And not only that, man, you've been doing your thing in media as well. So you have something called Cotton Tree Talk, and that's a talk show to where you're a celebrity personality. That's where I had the pleasure of getting to know you. And I'm gonna share a picture of one of the flyers, a little throwback. You know, this is when we actually had the pleasure of interviewing the legendary Cheryl Cooley of the legendary band Climax. She's an icon herself, and she's in LA. So, man, you know what I mean? How awesome is that? And can you talk a little bit about what you do on Cotton Tree Talk?
Yeah. It was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful moment, you know. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Working with you, and we did many interviews, and it was awesome, you know. And you want me to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, please. Be
Yeah,
my guest,
yeah.
please.
I remember in 2020, you know, when the virus, you know, everyone was at home, you know. And that time I had a song that was loved by the news media, like the BBC. I wrote a song about the virus, you know, that they came to love, and many news media were calling me. You know, I had a lot of interviews. So after that, I decided to create a platform. I call it Country Tree Talk, and I said it was awesome. We interviewed many African stars, and also in the USA. And then after I created a festival, online festival called Sing for Africa. So we did it now for 2 years. Even this year, yeah, thank you. Even this year, we are coming up with a third event for Sing for Africa, which will be a kind of a competition. And so it has been incredible. And now I don't have much time to do interviews, you know, as I'm an artist, because the world, at least, we are not at home. By the time we were at home, I had lot of time to bring other artists and talk about their music and promote their music. So, like in April, I've been nominated again in Nigeria this year, and in April I'll be traveling there. So music is taking most of my time, but I love hosting. I really love hosting. So I can't wait to invite you all to the third Sing for Africa, which is coming up
Yeah.
in July.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't
Yes.
wait to be a part of that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you've done with Sing for Africa is just really extraordinary. This is actually the song that you made, which was just a true hit during that
Yeah.
time,
It was.
War Against Corona.
Yeah.
You know, and man, you really have a great special gift when it comes to embracing the moment of the times that we are in. You know,
Yeah.
from doing it during Corona, which was the most deadliest virus of all time that we've ever experienced as humanity. But then going back to when you began, you know, that's how you met the president. It's because
Right.
you embraced the moment of the war of what was going on and you put it into song. So you
Yeah.
are really good at that, man. You know what I mean? Very talented. That's a special gift that you have, I see.
It it is. Really, thank you very much. I'm humble to hear that, and it's true. So sometimes you have to know your strength. So I discovered that. Yeah, my first big song was a bad experience. Was during the war. So, and that song is still loved anywhere I go. People want me to play it over and over again, to sing it. So I when the corona hit, I wasn't going to write a song. A friend actually reached out and he tried to provoke me to write a song. I said no. I said I'm not. I said this is a deadly situation. I don't think this is the
Right.
time to write song. And it was 2019, 19
Right.
years, December, yeah, December 2019. So this friend really, and he works for the United Nations. He works for the
Okay.
United Nations. Now he's back in Sierra Leone. He lives in the United States. He's working again for the UN in my country. He really sent me. We discussed over it over. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. In January, I took my guitar and I just did a freestyle one time, and that was it.
Right.
Yeah, that was it. When it was a freestyle, the world has been tested one more time again. But I know we will win this global war, coronavirus. We have faith in WHO, United Nations, and UNICEF. We will win. We're living in a global village, something like that. And then went on and on and on and on. The BBC called me. I said, what? That was the very first time to be called by the BBC. I received an email. This is the BBC. We are interested over your release. I saw the email pop up on my phone. I couldn't believe. I thought it was a spam.
Yeah.
I said, no, this is a junk mail. But then I click on the email. I read. I saw this is authentic. Please send us your number. Are you interested? So I replied. I said, yes, I'm interested. And they said, okay, send over your numbers. I sent my number. They called me. And from there, it started going viral. A lot of the French media started to call me. Over 40 articles wrote about it in Africa.
Right.
It was incredible.
That is incredible, man. You know what I mean? It's funny, like you say, you thought it was spam. You didn't believe it was real, but God is good.
No,
God
I
is
didn't
great,
believe it was
man.
real. It's the
You
truth.
just never know. When you work hard and you put that energy out here in this universe, you just never
Yeah,
know what blessings is going to come back in return, man. And you've been
yeah,
very bold. You continue to be ambitious. Like I try to stay ambitious myself. You know what I mean? That's why we get along so well.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But man, that is really, really awesome, man. This is actually the logo of Cotton Tree Talk.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that.
Current trade talk like TikTok.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. The TT, the TT. I
Yeah,
see
It-
you.
you know, it's because even when we had our first Sing for Africa, it was again broadcasted through DSTV in Africa, so the whole of Africa saw it. It was also a great luck because I applied for it, but they didn't accept. Well, in the middle of the show, okay, they watch, okay, the audio is good, the pictures are looking nice. Then they sent me an email. They said, "You're live right now. Just check channel, blah blah blah. You're live all over Africa." And after, even before, one of the biggest French media called RFI, like the BBC for, it's an international RFI that goes everywhere, spoke
Okay.
about it. It was just a blessing. So we have been working hard with you as well because you're part of Sing for Africa. That's why you have your network, you know.
Yeah,
Because
man.
you are part of the history. You're part of the very first one. So we have been working hard really to take it to the next level, and we have a business plan together. We just want to bring it to life. And I pray that one day God will make the way.
Well, congratulations on successfully completing Sing for Africa 1, Sing for Africa 2, and now you're
Two
working on the third.
and three.
Right now, right now you're on part 3, right?
Yeah, we are.
That is awesome, man. That's really incredible. That's a huge accomplishment, you know.
Yeah,
And let it be known too, you were the first person during the pandemic to do a virtual festival. Is that correct?
yeah, for Africa,
Whole
really, I
world.
was the
In
first,
the whole world.
and that's why there was a lot of attention back then. I got a lot of attention because even for DSTV to broadcast it is, I don't have like those HD cameras. It was just a phone, and they accept, because it was the first, and they wrote about it, Music in Africa, which is the biggest organization for musicians, wrote about it on their platform, and they also shared it with newspapers around Africa. So it was the very first. It's really, it has been thrilling. It has been thrilling, and I just keep working hard. Despite I'm an artist, but I try to do something else. That one day maybe will be profitable, not only for me but for artists all over Africa, because many there are many talents in Africa, but we don't have platforms. We don't
Right.
have many platforms, and that's why I created Sing for Africa, and that's my dream, that I could elevate other talents from Africa. So, and I said it. You are a partner of this. You have been there. You are a brain. From day one. you know? So I know that
It was
we
a
will
pleasure. It
continue
was
to
a pleasure.
cooperate on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was really an honor and a pleasure, man. And then from that, you started to continue to receive awards. So can you
Yeah.
speak about this award right here?
Right. That's the FaNEA. That's Faces of the North Entertainment. So I received. This was before. This was before Corona.
Oh, okay. This before Corona.
Yes, this one was before the virus. But after the virus, I continued to win the same award, and then I won
Two
one of the
times.
biggest in Africa,
Right.
which is
That is
Global
awesome,
Music
man.
Award Africa. Yeah.
And it's so well deserving, man, because what you have done for your country, not to be compared to anyone else, because I know there's a lot of great artists that have come out of Africa,
Yeah.
one being, an artist that you interviewed and now have a collaboration with coming up,
Right.
Penny Penny.
Right. Penny. He was the biggest legend in Africa in the 90s. He had many hits, and perform in many countries. So for me to even interview him, I interview him on my platform. It's like you having the opportunity to interview people like the greatest legends in America, like like Michael Jackson, for example. You know,
Wow. Wow.
if
What a
you had the
comparison.
opportunity to sit down with him on the same platform and talk about his music, so that was this is a man that I was looking up to when I was young, you know. And
Hmm.
for me, because of the viral song, doors open for me to network, meet with legends.
Right. Hey,
Yeah,
that is incredible, man. And what's really incredible too, I want to mention, not only like you say, you interviewed the Michael Jackson of your country, being Penny Penny, but then you go and you do a collaboration with one of the youngest artists up and
right.
coming. Like that's very,
Yes.
very rare. Like the age gap is extraordinary. Talk about how this came about.
Yeah, this came about. Uh, there is also a foundation in the UK um, that's helping young children in Sierra Leone to have playgrounds,
Mm,
because it's not like here. You know, here our kids have playgrounds. You know, after school they have a place to go and play. But in Africa now they have to create their own playgrounds, and
mm.
it's not professional. You know, they get injuries every day. So this guy from the UK is trying to create playgrounds. So he reached out to me if I could do a song with the youngest artist in the country. So yeah,
Wow.
so we I composed a song together, and now he's using it as a soundtrack for his foundation.
Right.
Yeah, which he has plans to organize big concert in the UK in the long run. Yeah,
Hey man, that is congratulations, man. Because again,
thank you.
like I say, I have to repeat this part. Like to be able to have the opportunity to work with the youngest upcoming artist, and then one of the biggest, if not the biggest African artist, being Penny Penny. That is like that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. People don't get that opportunity, and people don't even not bold enough to even do that or humble enough because it's very humble for you to have already worked with Penny Penny and then backtrack and say, "Hey, I'm going to work with the kids. I'm going to use my platform to continue to elevate the next generation." You know what I mean? That's something
Thank you.
different, man. God bless you for that, man.
Thank you so much. No, it's the truth. It's the truth, and I know many artists that won't work with younger kids. You know,
Right.
they will allow them to suffer. You know, I would have said no, let him suffer, just like I did. Nobody wanted to collaborate with me when I was
Mm,
coming up. You know, but well, before I was 20, I was standing with the biggest legend in the Netherlands, in a foreign
right.
country. So why can't I? So that's one of the lessons I learned. No matter how big you are, always try to look down for those who are coming. Bring those who are coming up, pick up someone, and that track we did for the foundation. It was for the foundation, but now we're recording it for my album. So So
That's
he's
nice.
gonna be on my third album, because presently I'm recording my third album.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so now let's talk about this global award, man, that you received. Super
Yes,
incredible. Super incredible.
yeah,
Speak
it
about,
is. It
how
is.
that felt and how that came about.
Yeah, this came about the Corona song, because when the BBC interviewed me, and it was they played the interview, um, one of the biggest show that every African always waiting to listen to. They tune in to that program called Focus on Africa. So it was played all over Africa, and they heard the song over and over again. And then again, former journalist for CNN, Aisha Sise, on her platform as well, she spoke about the song and played it. I don't know if you know Aisha Sise. She used to work for the CNN,
Mm,
and so yeah, I was. awarded for the best humanitarian artist 2020.
Hey, man.
2021, sorry, 2021. And since that award, many opportunities opened. A lot of people started to know me in Africa. And this year I have 4 nominations.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And you're referring to this with the nominations, this platform right here?
Yeah, this one of the nomination. This is the best international act.
Hey, man, that is great, man. That's really great. Congratulations, man, for continue to be recognized. You're very deserving. You've been putting in this work for over 20 years now. And
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
hey, good things come to those that put in the work, man. You got to work
yeah.
hard. You got to stay
Gotta
focused.
work hard. Yeah,
Yeah. And what more advice can you give to someone who's just starting out, who would like to become, a award-winning legend? You know what I mean? Not only from just Africa, but anywhere around the world. What advice would you give them to?
well, the advice I would give them is that work hard, you know, have faith in God as well, and never stop learning. Never stop learning because uh, one a talent needs to grow. You need to be open to learn new things so that you can always stay relevant. And also sometimes the road is not easy. It's it's not to become an artist is not an easy job. Some people can have one song and that's it. They're at the top there. Maybe that's you, but maybe that's not you. But you have talent, and it takes sometimes it can take years of perseverance. So if you are really a talent, an artist, and that's really your dream, don't give up. And that's just me. Okay. Like you said, I've been in the game for 20 years, but I still dream. I still have dreams, and I still believe that better days are yet to come. So I keep working hard. So that's what I would say to you: work hard on your talents, on your gifts, and don't be afraid to ask. Yeah, I am the manager. All the things that I've done, nobody have ever managed me. I manage myself. I pick up the phone and call people. You know, I don't sit down and fold my hands and expect miracles to happen all the time. I have to work for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that, man. I love that. And that's taking control of your destiny to the utmost right there.
Right. Right.
That's where you're controlling your destiny and not leaving it to the hands of someone else to believe in you. You believe in you, and every day, like you say, you're working toward your craft, you're learning, and you make the calls. You talk to the media. You let
Yeah.
them know. You send out your media kit and things of this nature.
Right. Yeah, I talk to the media. Yeah, if I have I had a release lately titled "New Chapter" single. Yeah, so you have to reach out. I have to reach out to the media. You are my best friend. I have to reach out to you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir,
you need to
man.
bring me to your platform.
Hey, but it was already gonna happen though, my brother. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait to do it. You know what I mean? I was
I know.
really waiting until I was blessed to have a bigger platform that now I've been grateful to be on now to where it's gonna reach the masses now, opposed to having you secluded to just YouTube. Now, this interview will be shared to 2 billion homes worldwide. And in the
That's
United States, we only have 320, I think, 8 million people. So
wow.
we're reaching
That's a
over
big.
171 countries with this interview once it's
Mm.
uploaded to the XOD network. So that's like insane, man.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's a big deal, really. And
Thank you, man.
yeah,
It's
you've been working hard. I've been following you, and see you your persistence.
Yeah, man, I'm growing a little bit. This is someone giving a shout out.
Okay.
Who is online strips without clothing. So hey, you got fans from all over the world, man. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You got everybody. And earlier, actually, one of my friends wished you congratulations. So shout out to my friend Cinnamon. That's Hazel Merritt, and she has
Okay.
a barbecue hot sauce called Sinful Sauce, and that's sinful with a C. You know what I mean? So shout out to Cinnamon. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Hey, just everything you've been doing. Also, I want to ask you too. How can people look like you? How can they purchase their hat and shirts? Most B branded apparel.
Yes, thank you for that question, man. I have a website called countrytalk.com.
Okay.
Actually, where we are selling, I'm selling my stuff. But if anyone also, the website is presently under repairs, or they can go to my own website, mostbe.com, which is my own artist website. They are, yeah, that's it. Only you have to have an hyphen, mos, M-O-S, hyphen B.com.
Okay. Let me
Yes.
fix that.
They can also purchase it. Maybe if anyone is interested, they can also contact you. Isaidit Management. Maybe
Okay. Cool. And
that would be much easier.
I would love to direct them to you.
Yeah.
All right. The website's corrected now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So most hyphen B.com.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, make sure everyone go and purchase his apparel, man. You know what I'm saying? You can look fresh like most B, the legend.
Right.
No matter where you are in the world.
I'll be happy for your support because music
Absolutely, man.
yeah, that's another way to create funds so that you can keep recording, keep releasing great songs that can heal the world, songs that can bring people together. And even during Black Lives Matter, I don't know if you know, I had a song. What the
What?
world needs is love.
Yeah, right. I remember that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you dropped that was hot. You with the video too.
Right, with the video. Yeah, with the video. I released it with the video. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on all of that. But before we get out of here though, it's very important that I really share part of your foundation. And that would be your family, because you're a great family man, a great father and husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if I may, I want to share a beautiful picture of you and your wife first.
No problem. That's okay. Yeah. She's the music.
Yeah, I like this flyer.
Thank you.
And then
Yeah,
a
that's
little
my
bit
wife.
more
That's my
personal.
beautiful wife.
Yeah, and this is featuring your son too.
Yeah. My son and my daughters. I have two daughters. So this
Oh
was
yeah, yeah.
a vacation time. Um, um, yeah, it was somewhere in the UK.
Okay. Speak about it real quick, if you don't mind. What
Yeah.
does family mean to you?
Family means for me it's the strongest part of my life, and that's why I'm proud of my wife because they say two heads is better than one. So
Right.
sometimes I'm happy that you asked me this question because sometimes we are human beings. Sometimes I say no, this is not it's not going to work. I'm going to quit. It's over.
Right.
But the other head, which is my wife, and sometimes reach out and say, no, it's not over. She will encourage me, speak to me life. Well, when my faith is gone, she will give me life, and in many, many family for me is greatest thing. Like yesterday, my daughter, she did a great video for her school, you know, and I was so very, very proud. And it's a speech she gave about refugees, you know.
Mm.
Um, I was very, very proud that her speech was so loved in her school. So, family for me makes me stronger, makes me better. Without family, I think I would be nothing here in Europe.
Yeah. Hey, man, great answer. Perfect answer, man. Because, that's definitely what I could say family does for me too, you know what I mean? Because we all have our low points. We all suffer from, signs of depression. And sometimes it's a hard world, man. There's a freaking virus going on. We're in a pandemic right now, still as
Yeah,
we speak. You know what I mean? It
yeah,
hasn't ended. You know what I mean? Even China was quarantined like what was it, like 15 million people or something crazy, like recently. And it's so
right,
crazy how they can be quarantined, and then in America, there's people running around still with no mask on, just free for
right.
all and having parties. But on the other side of the world, people are still quarantined. So this is a very serious issue still, this pandemic. So for you to have wrote that song, which is still relevant today, you know
Hmm.
what I mean? In reference to the war against Corona,
Yeah,
man, that's a perfect soundtrack for
thank you.
humanity right now. It's really a soundtrack for everything that we're all facing
Yeah,
currently, and it's gonna live forever. It's gonna really live forever, man. So,
mm,
again, salute to you, award-winning global music artist, humanitarian award. How's it pronounced? FaNEA
FaNEA,
award,
FaNEA.
FaNEA,
Yeah,
FaNEA
it's a
award
Faces of the
recipient.
North.
I'm sorry, what
It's
did
a
it say?
Faces of the North Entertainment.
Oh, okay, okay, dope, dope, man. And you're a two-time winner.
Two times, yeah, two times, two times. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm nominated again this year. Anyway, I thank God for that because I keep working, I keep releasing. I keep staying relevant, doing things that people love, and I really thank God for that.
Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. And hey, man, I can't say just how proud I am of you, brother. You know what I mean? How privileged I am to have the opportunity to be on your platform, Cotton Tree Talk. Because really, for me to even start this show, let it be known,
Right,
and for anyone that's not aware, I was on your show and you
right,
invited me to be an interview or co-host with you on
yeah,
Cotton Tree Talk. And that's what gave me the confidence to say, hey, you know what I mean? You gave me kind of like a showed me the light in
right,
so many ways, quote unquote. Like it showed me like, okay, this is how you do this, and I'm very observant, and so I'm like, okay, so I can start me a virtual show because I always want to have my own TV show as well. So I'm like,
yeah,
you know, what I mean, I can do that, and being on your platform gave me the confidence to say, hey, I can do a virtual show too, and then
right,
now I'm over, man, I'm at like 100 and almost like 30 like 130 shows now because
yeah,
I started October the 20th of 2020. So,
right.
now I'm at like 130 shows myself, man. And but it all started with Cotton Tree Talk, let it be
Got the
known,
tree
man.
talk, yeah,
Having that experience with you. So I'm very grateful for that, man, because if I didn't have that opportunity, I don't know if I would have ever started my own virtual show. Like,
right.
let's just keep it 100.
No, that's really great to hear, and I appreciate to hear that. And but uh, that's all what life is about. We all learn from each other. And there are many things I learned from you as well.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, there are
Hey,
many things I learned from you. Some connections. I remember we sat with the I forgot his name. There were. It was a blessed time. To sit with Grammy nominated artists from the United States.
yeah, we interviewed the legendary Cheryl Cooley, iconic Cheryl Cooley from Climax. We interviewed the
Yes,
legendary, iconic Mr. Servon from Master P from No Limit Records.
right.
And we interviewed the one of the greatest artists of all time, Melba Moore.
Melba Moore, that's the name, right? Yeah,
Yes, And we
I still
did that
had
all on your show as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was an awesome time. So this world, that's how I just believe this world should work. You know, you learn from me, I learn from you, and then we grow. You know,
Yeah.
it's not
Yes.
about selfishness, and you have been always there. You know, hyping the most being. I really appreciate you, even for that passionate award that I got from you. We didn't speak
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. You gave me an
Yeah,
award,
yeah.
and I really appreciate that.
Did I upload that picture? I don't know if I uploaded that picture. I put it in the video, the little
Yeah,
video that I had showed. Matter of fact, did I show that video? No,
yeah.
I
People
didn't.
appreciated it. People appreciated it. You know, so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. So let me share this real quick, just because you're speaking about it, because
Okay.
I had 3 videos on hand up my sleeve today. So I started with a video of you singing, which was a current video, and then we shared a video of you with Trenji.
Yeah.
Okay, and now this is the third video I want to share real quick, and this is has some exclusive pictures as well. So
Okay.
again, make sure you all share this video wherever you all are watching for. I'm here with the legendary, iconic African artist Most B, the one and only.
Hi, I'm Steph, celebrity interviewer to the stars like Nicolas Cage, Janet Jackson and the Rolling Stones. And I'm delighted to announce in the world of music, Most B has done it again with a new release, The Bell of Freedom. His song on COVID-19 last year called War Against Corona was a viral sensation and featured on the BBC, the French media and in Africa. It bagged him a big win at the Global Music Awards Africa in Accra, Ghana, Faces of the North Entertainment Awards as Sierra Leone's Best Diaspora Artist 2021. We are all waiting for the bell to ring. The world yearns for freedom. Musicians want to get back to performing. And he is back. Sierra Leone's internationally recognised artist, Most B.
Nice one.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Nice one. Nice one.
congratulations to
Nice
you,
one.
man.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, man. Yeah, that was just a little, short history of, going back from 2001, 2000 up to now to the present day, man. And just, kind of like a quick journey of, quote unquote, your 1,000 miles.
Right.
You know what I mean? You really traveled the world, man. You've been just being a huge compliment to being a native of Africa, of Sierra Leone, and just what you have done for your culture, what you have done worldwide for the people, man. You know what I mean? Thank you, man. You know what I mean? One black brother to another, man. Salute. You know what I
Much love,
mean?
brother. Much love. Thank you so much.
All
Thank you. Thank you.
all day. You
Totally
know what I mean?
humble. Yeah.
Straight up, man. This has really been a huge honor for me today, man, to just be able to celebrate you on my show. You are just, just keep up the great work, man. I know you're gonna keep going, but and I just want to continue to wish you the best toward all your future endeavors. I pray that God continue to watch over you and your family and keep you safe during this pandemic, and just and abroad, you know, and everywhere you travel and everything else that God and the universe has planned for you. You know, you've been working so hard, and I just continue to wish for the best for you, and I just again look forward to continue to network with you, man, and you know, let's just continue to make history, brother. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that.
Right, right. We will. And I believe that we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
And because now I'm branding for the BET and for the Grammys. So
Yes.
help me
Yes.
God.
Next, right? That's definitely next. Hey, brother, but hey, man, again, thank you for this opportunity today, man. I really look forward to everything in the future, and hey, be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for taking time for this interview today.
Thank you very much. I said it. You're the best, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Much love.
Much love. Peace to you, brother. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. I will. Thank you.
All right, peace and blessings.
Yeah.
And thank you again for everyone that tuned in today, live with us today. Make sure you share this video because, like I say, man, we was hearing with an icon, man, the legendary Most B. Don't forget the name, man. Straight like that.
Yeah.
And hey,
Must to
don't forget
be.
to support him. Hey, don't forget to support him. You already know why, because I said it. Blessings.
And so will it be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Peace.
you, everybody.
Give us your tired and weak, and we will make them strong. Bring us your foreign songs, and we will sing along. Leave us your broken dreams, we'll give them time to make. Yes, we a lot of love, living in the promised land. Living in the promised land. Our dreams are made of steel. The prayers of every man is to know how freedom feels. Yeah,